everybody, it's Shadows coming at you with pretty much an unscripted video. Just a lot of things been going on behind the scenes. I do apologize for not being able to upload as consistently as I would like. I do have a bunch of videos sitting in my queue right now that I just need to, get off my ass and actually edit and all that good stuff. But I just wanted to, take a minute just to really reflect on some things. It's been a really trying year for myself personally. And, as we're getting very close to Thanksgiving, that's next week. Just seeing some old memories, just thinking about what's going on in the world today. I just really wanted to, make a decent video and really say, everybody that you care about in your life, just let them know. Because, you don't know when your last day is going to be. Like, hell, I could croak tomorrow if I really think about it, and I hate to put things in that perspective, but at the same time, it's really hit home recently. I haven't had anybody pass away recently, thank the Lord, but, I've known many people, very close friends of mine that have had loss. And it sucks. It does. But, and the holidays are rough for some folks, personally. I'm really not looking forward to the holidays this year, just based on personal stuff that happened last year. Which is a shame because I used to really like this time of year. Get together with family, friends, people you care about, but it's just not the same for me anymore after those events. But I say all that to say, just you're not alone out there, right? And I could really use this as a general statement instead of going after a specific audience, but especially for my dudes out there, it kind of sucks to be a dude right now. For the most part, just we're lonely. We're constantly being beaten down. Just young men in general. So I really do feel for you guys. I'm in the same position, so, don't feel bad. And I don't want to sit here like some of these, like these red pill, black pill people, like, oh, well, we're doing so good and, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, no, no. I agree with some stuff you say, but dudes, right now, we are not thriving. Anyone that says they are either themselves is personally thriving, but the vast majority of us are not. So, it really breaks my heart, especially somebody going through it, right? Nothing's really happening for guys anymore. We're pretty much sitting around, trying not to piss anybody off, and all the while we keep getting told like, oh, you're useless. Oh, you're this, you're that, whatever it may be. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen to women too. Of course it does. But just the statistics right now, like men are just, we're not in a good spot. And I think people are finally starting to realize it, but definitely not at a rate where it needs to be. Right. So, a lot of guys, around this time of year, unfortunately, take their own lives, right? And, I'd be lying if I didn't think the same at one point or another in my life, right? I'm pretty sure most guys right now have, right? And that's a shame. Never do that. Like, that's not what this is. Like, no, do not do that. You know, one of your brothers is here, you know, you got somebody, right? And I myself am fortunate to have very good friends that I can rely on, and really, you know, I have a support system, and sometimes guys don't. And, you know, women, same thing. But my guys out there, you know, you're appreciated, you're wanted, you know, you're not alone. And just, you know, I don't know. I just think, you know, we should come together this time of year, you know, really try to reflect on things, what matters. You know, I know there's a lot of bullshit going on in the world, has been for years now. And, you know, I mean, I'll just take the US, for example. I mean, both sides kind of fucking things up right now. Excuse my language, but it's just not good, right? So, you know, all this crap that's going around and the uncertainties. Stick with your family, your friends. You know, if your family life's not going good, reach out to your friends. If your friend life isn't going good, then, you know, reach out to your family. If both suck, then I truly feel for you, but that's definitely the time to make new friends and, you know, gain a support system that way. Stay strong, keep your head up, keep pushing to do what you can do, you know, work hard, you know, don't listen to what anyone says. Just keep doing what you're doing, and eventually things will work out. It may not seem like it, but it will. It totally will. You know, I've been watching a lot of videos, you know, from psychiatrists and black pill, red pill, you know, and then the other side. Like, I'm really trying to open my mind and see like very different perspectives. Like, one guy I've been following, I just recently discovered, I really like his views on things because he looks at it objectively, you know, doesn't come at it with the red pill, black pill bros, and it doesn't go with the feminazis, you know, all that, right? It's just pure stats, data, scientifically proven, all that fun stuff. And that's just really what's really been going through my head recently, just trying to understand what's going on in the world and, you know, why I think certain ways, why family members think certain ways, why friends think certain ways, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, there's really no point in this video, I guess. It's just more of a, I've just been feeling some sort of way, and I just, you know, figured this would be helpful if anybody else is in the same situation or a similar situation. So, yeah. But anyways, on a positive note, I am going to try to pump out some of these videos. I've got a few series cooking up. I've got a few other things planned and a lot that I've recorded already. I just need to, you know, sit down and actually edit it so it's not just completely unfiltered, uncensored. I personally like to keep my videos like that because, you know, that's just how I'm enjoying my time with my friends and games and all that fun stuff. But I've been told, you know, that might not be the wisest choice, right? So I got to go in and censor some stuff and all that fun stuff because, you know, not trying to get canceled. So anyways, I do have some stuff coming for the channel that I'm pretty excited about. If I can get my FOC to work better, then I have some really fun stuff planned with a couple of friends of mine. But Nat type's a bitch, so whoever invented Nat type, burn in hell, please, because you have fucked up so much shit lately. But anyways, no, I don't wish violence on you, but you made a shit thing. But anyways, so yeah, I have a lot of stuff coming, guys. You know, And I'll just end it with, stay strong, keep doing what you're doing. There's brighter days ahead, and, always reach out to somebody, because somebody will always be willing to listen to you. And I can say, in my experience, I would much rather talk to somebody before you're gone, right? I don't want to have just the memory. I want to have genuine conversations and all that fun stuff. So keep strong, guys, gals. You guys are good, and we'll get there eventually. We're starting to head on the right path, but, who knows who's going to fuck shit up. So, it's just how it is. But anyways, guys, I will shut my mouth now because I've been ranting for too long, but I hope this is, this seems genuine to you guys, because this is my genuine thoughts and opinions on things. So, but I will let you guys go. You guys are doing great. Keep doing the do. I can't believe I just said that, but, just keep fighting, keep striving towards greatness, and eventually it'll pay off, I'm sure. So until then, guys, look out for any new videos coming out. They should be coming out shortly, hopefully. And have a great holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that fun stuff. And until next time, guys, drink and destroy.